power plant engine inspection. What functions need to be accomplished in order to prepare an engine for a 100-hour inspection? Remove the cowling and clean. How may an engine be visually identified? By the engine data plate. What may be used as a guide for 100-hour inspections on aircraft engines? 14 CFR Part 43 Appendix D. What additional inspection must be performed if a cylinder compression is weak? An internal cylinder inspection. Name at least one place where engine operating limitations may be found. Type certificate datasheet, engine specification, engine manual, engine manufacturer's maintenance manual. How does an oil analysis program help to evaluate the internal condition of an engine? By identifying each metal and the quantity present in the oil. Name at least one type FAA approval required when a change to an engine type design is not enough to require a new type certificate. A supplemental type certificate, a field approval under a minor change in type design. Why should a reciprocating engine be inspected when it is removed from storage after having been preserved? To determine whether or not it has sustained corrosion damage. What publication is needed to inspect an engine for conformity with specifications? The engine specifications or type certificate datasheet. What publication is needed to check an engine for normal operation? The manufacturer's maintenance manual. What is the purpose of a hot section inspection of a turbine engine? To determine the integrity of hot section components. Name at least one condition under which compliance with an aircraft engine service bulletin is mandatory. When it is part of an airworthiness directive, when compliance is part of the approved operating specifications for a commercial operator, when engine or component overhaul procedures require compliance at the time of overhaul. What is a fan blade shingling? Fan blade shingling is the overlapping of the mid-span shrouds of the fan blades. What publications are needed to perform a turbine engine overspeed inspection? The manufacturer's maintenance publications. What is required after a turbine engine experiences exhaust gas temperature exceeding limits? A hot section inspection. Name at least one place where a list of life-limited parts may be found. The type certificate datasheet, airworthiness limitations section of the instructions for continued airworthiness. What criteria are used to determine the replacement of life-limited turbine engine components? Cycles, hours, or calendar time. What inspection should a mechanic accomplish during coast down after shutdown of a turbofan or turbojet engine? Listen for an audible rubbing sound or other unusual noises from the engine. When removing turbojet or turbofan turbine blades, why is it important that they be installed in the same location? To maintain the balance of the turbine wheel. What items must be included in the operational check of a reciprocating engine prior to approval for return to service after a 100-hour inspection? Power output, magnetos, fuel and oil pressure, and cylinder and oil temperature.